evening. Welcome to another episode of Moke and Friends. I am your host, Moke, and today I have Sara Navarro. Did I say that right? Navarro?
Navarro, yes.
How are you, ma'am?
Good, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being on here. And this is actually our first time meeting, I guess.
Correct.
So I am very happy that you're on the show. Thank you for making time to be on here.
Oh, of course, thank you for the opportunity. I greatly appreciate it.
Now, I ask this a lot. Before we start, do you want to do you want, and it doesn't matter to me, but do you want to do small talk or do you want to jump right in?
Right in.
Let's okay. First question. Who is Sara Navarro?
Good. Excellent question to start off with. Yes, 25 years old, born in Peoria, Illinois. Went to Austin, Texas in 2000. Lived here ever since, been in South Austin. Went to Crockett High School. Graduated 8 in my class. So pretty proud of that. I got the Gates Millennium Scholarship that got me to college, which was the University of Texas at Austin. Graduated 2019 with a Bachelor of Science and Arts degree in nutrition and a minor in rhetoric. And last thing, I am a WIC nutritionist.
Now, you blew through all of that, which is nothing wrong. But I know the last time we talked, you said that you had a minor in rhetoric. Can you explain what that is?
Yes, rhetoric. So pretty much writing and speech. I would best say rhetoric is the art of persuasion. So it's having good speaking ability, good writing ability, being able to persuade people. They may not have the same point of views as you, but getting them to understand that there is a different way of thinking. I love rhetoric. I've always loved writing, love reading. So in taking those courses in college, it was a wonderful experience just to build my confidence in writing and expressing myself.
So a person who has a rhetoric degree, what type of job do they get?
I have no idea, to be honest. I didn't know what I was going to do with rhetoric at all, other than maybe help people write their essays for scholarships, anything of that nature, really. I can help punctuation, grammar, stuff like that. But as far as like further progressing from the bachelor's degree, the bachelor's degree in rhetoric, I have no idea.
So, why did you pick it then? I mean, I know you say you like writing, but why did you take like literature or?
Yeah, so excellent. Rhetoric. I really like the art of persuasion. For example, President Barack Obama, he used rhetoric in all of his speeches, and he persuaded the masses. And created controversy, created accomplishments. It was amazing, and he did it all with rhetoric, with his speech, with his tone of voice, everything that he was saying, metaphors, analogies, everything of that nature. It's really fascinating. So like I said, I loved writing, thought it was interesting. I wanted to do something alongside science. Science can be overwhelming, so I wanted something a little bit different, and writing is right up my alley, something I knew I was going to excel at. So, like, for example, one of the courses was Rhetoric of Horror. So I was learning all about horror movies and learning the different aspects of why the director, why the producer created such visuals, and what it means to people today.
Can you give me an example of rhetoric or the act of persuasion? Or is there a scenario we can make or something?
One of the things that first popped in my head from just the Rhetoric of Horror class, like I was telling you, we watched Cloverfield. I'm not sure if you remember that movie.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, well, in our rhetoric class, our professor, she was wonderful. She dissected Cloverfield into such a way that it was to represent how we understood and how we pretty much understood how we comprehended 9/11.
That's how Cloverfield was?
Yes, it was like an adaptation of what happened during 9/11, and it was just with monsters. But it was to get the people, to express themselves and go to a horror movie and see something horrific that in actuality they were going to step right outside of the theater and be in normal life.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it's different in horror movies, and we just understood it from a rhetoric standpoint.
Okay, give me some more examples, because now I'm invested.
And if you've seen the movie The Witch, Came out maybe 2016, 2017. I'm not too sure. It was Folklore, American folklore, family coming from another England or something, another land on boat, comes to America. They settle there. Well, they are located in the woods where there is witches and satanic
Yeah.
beings. So you really dissect and understand, how folklore has played a part throughout history and how we still relive and express ourselves through watching folklore, scary movies, the dramatic stuff like that.
Yeah. Wow. So you're basically just watching everything with a different point of view?
Yeah, it's a different, like more like an academic lens. In the course, we understood a bunch of directors, we did like movie reviews. We read a bunch of those from different people and got to, I don't know, it was just really cool. Different viewpoints, and it's also your opinion on it. You got to write, for the class, your version or how you interpreted such movie, and you just had to back it up with what you saw.
Yeah. Wow.
If that makes any sense.
So you said you science also?
Yes, I love science.
Okay, what type of science? Because the science I like is like space and universe and things of that nature. Like I love Neil deGrasse Tyson, even though I know he's an astrophysics.
Gotcha. Science. I was at UT Austin. I was in the College of Natural Science. So natural science is like chemistry, biochemistry, biology, genetics, things of that. In all retrospect, science, I love chemical structures. I love the makings of atoms and cells and what's in your body and what chemicals can do within your body. So that's how I kind of led to pharmaceuticals, but I totally transitioned into nutrition and how that plays an aspect, because it is science, nutrition. It's all the same thing.
I'm going to ask you a weird question, and I'm not trying to get controversial. Is it cool if I ask?
Sorry?
Is it cool if I ask?
Yeah, go.
You believe in God?
I do.
Like, you believe in God, or you believe in just a higher power?
Higher power.
Or you don't believe in Bible God?
Okay, that's actually going to take it back many, many years. I went to a private school, a Catholic private school from pre-K to half of third grade. After that, the tuition became too much, so my parents transitioned me to public school. Private school, I had religion shoved down my throat. I was everything Bible, everything scripture to the T. You must be holy. You must, Harry Potter, when that came out, forbidden, absolutely forbidden to talk about or discuss. God, back to your question, sorry. I believe in a higher power, and I do believe that the Bible is one way for us as people to understand the higher power. And it was written for us humans to be able to digest what is the higher power, what it can do for us.
Okay, wow. That was pretty good. I believe in a higher power myself. I don't necessarily believe in white Jesus per se, you know what I mean? And all of that. But I believe in a higher power, but I can go down a very like just I don't know, I rack my brain over that a lot. So anyway, back to science. Do you how do you feel about your take on the vaccine?
Yes, I approve of the vaccine. I am fully vaccinated. I was skeptical. I will be very honest with you. I was very skeptical in the beginning. Operation Warp Speed wasn't confident in the president at the time to do everything effectively, efficiently, and safe. I was skeptical. And I will be honest again, I was skeptical for infertility reasons. I didn't want to be 30 and not be able to have a kid for, God forbid, this vaccine. So 2 weeks before I did get the first vaccine, I did hours of research. I spent up all night just researching the vaccine, mRNA, the proteins, antibodies, you have it. I really put in a lot of thought, put in a lot of effort into researching because I was eventually going to put this inside my body. Yeah. I needed to know. I wasn't going to be clueless. So I did research, and everything that I researched, everything that I looked up, it seemed to make it safe for me to get the vaccine. And obviously I did. I'm fully vaccinated. I am safe in the vaccine and what it does and all of that.
Which one did you get?
Pfizer.
Okay, yeah, I got the first part of the Pfizer vaccine, and then I was supposed to get the second one, but I ended up going to Six Flags, and I never got it. But I know, I know, I need to. But see, for me, I don't know this. Let me try to use my words properly. This makes me an idiot. Just gonna say that easily
Don't say that.
because I got the vaccine because I'm a huge fan of Lupe Fiasco, and he was like, "Yo, if you don't have the vaccine, you can't come to my shows." So I was like, "Dang." And secondly, this is the bad part. I got the vaccine because it makes you sick, and I just wanted to have a reason not go to work. You know what I mean? But as I know, but as I see the whole the Delta variant thing, does the vaccine help with that?
Okay, so what I would like to best explain to people, and I have no doctor behind my name. I am not a scientist by any means, but I have done research. So, as far as I am aware, the vaccine, whether you have the first dose or the second dose and fully vaccinated, you are not immune. You can still be a carrier and you can still get the virus. And that is what they call the breakthrough cases.
Okay.
So, you have the potential. It is very low. Statistics are showing that it is very low for you to get sick, deathly sick in the hospital on a ventilator. It is low. The chances are there. So you just want to be careful. Want to wear your face covering, wash your hands, don't touch your face if you're touching, public objects, things of that nature, personal hygiene. The Delta variant, it is mutated rapidly, faster than I think the world was expecting. And now we are needing to take serious precautions and be very proactive around the world. Yeah.
Wow. So basically you can still get it, but it won't be as bad.
It will not be as bad. Again, there are breakthrough cases. There are anomalies that, yes, you can get very sick if you are immune incompromisable, or compromisable, excuse me, immune compromisable. Yes, then the chances are there. I'm not going to say that, you won't get it. You're super immune and you're superhuman. No, we're all human.
I got you. All right. I'm just sorry. I'm just jumping around.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So in you telling me about yourself, you said you did the Gates Millennium Scholarship, right? So I'm gonna throw that up there. Now, when you told me this at first, I thought this had something to do with Bill Gates. Does it not?
It does.
It
Bill and
does.
Melinda. Bill and Melinda Gates.
Okay, so explain what that is. It is first, and then explain what you have to do to, I guess, receive it.
Oh, okay, okay. So, yes, the Gates Millennium Scholarship was established in 1999 by Bill and Melinda Gates. And the whole goal is to promote academic excellence and to provide an opportunity for outstanding minority students with significant financial need, pretty much to reach their highest potential by reducing financial barriers, by increasing the representation of minority groups in those with discipline in computer science, education, engineering, library science, mathematics, public health, and natural sciences.
Wow. But what do you have? Because you said you applied for it.
Yes, I applied. I am a Crockett High School graduating class of 2014. So I applied for the Gates Millennium Scholarship in 2014.
And sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
it is okay to flex. Like, it is okay to flex. I know you said you're humble about it, but I'm gonna need you to flex a little bit because this kind of sounds like a big deal.
Well, once I explain it, a lot of people say it is, and I understand fully. God knows I do. But yeah, so the Gates Millennium Scholarship applied in 2014. It was. They did a whole, restructure, excuse me, for the Gates Scholarship now for the application process. But when I was applying in 2014, it was a total of 8 essays, and then along with logistical paperwork, name, date of birth, social security number, where you graduate, what's your ranking, GPA, SAT, all that stuff. But the 8 essays, so it was all about what your strengths were, what your weaknesses were, what you wanted to accomplish, what have been your adversities that have made you who you are. And I don't know how many topics that was, but it was in total 8 essays, and I wrote 8 essays, and that got me a scholarship. But
Go ahead.
sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
So to I guess end it all, what I'm saying is in the class of 2014, there were 52,000 applicants.
Jesus Christ.
2,000 were semifinalists.
2,000.
1,000 actually got the Gates Millennium Scholarship. I had to do an interview with the newspaper in Austin once they found out. Once my school and principal found out, I had to do an interview. The lady ran the numbers for me, and this is where I cried. Out of the 52,000, like I said, 2,000 semifinalists, 1,000 finalists, I had a 1.9% chance of obtaining the scholarship, and I beat the odds.
What? Wow. So they pay for your whole college?
Yes, sir. I had a full ride scholarship.
Whoa.
Everything was paid for.
You can't serve me.
Sorry, that's out of habit.
That's all right.
Southern hospitality.
I'm just talking crap, man.
But yeah.
So they pay for everything.
Yeah. Bill Gates.
Wow.
Bill and Melinda.
Congratulations. How did that feel? Like to know that you had a 1.9%. Like you probably had a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
The very first thought, honest to God, was, oh man, I am no longer gonna burden my parents.
Word. Yo. Man, you talking some real stuff. Make me want to cry, man. Jeez.
I couldn't believe it. And without their help, I wouldn't have been able to go to college. I had a 1.9% chance of going to college. And I made it possible by expressing myself through writing, by telling my story. And I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a nutrition degree. And I'm a nutritionist today.
Let me give you that. Yo, shout out your marathon hoodie too, man. That's some fly stuff. Yo, wow. So I know I don't even know you like that, but I am proud that you did this. Like that is, and to know somebody who beat the odds like that is insane. So shout out you, man. Like for real, shout out you. Now we're gonna take it a step forward. Could you please explain to me and the people what is WIC?
WIC, wonderful question. So WIC is a supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children. WIC provides support and inspiration to eat right, have a healthy pregnancy,
now wait,
breastfeed.
Before we go on, let's take this slow. Let's take this slow. Because what I realized about you today, you are an excellent speaker. You know what I mean? And
Rhetoric.
And is that what it is?
I know how to express myself pretty well.
Maybe I need to take a rhetoric class, man. Because I'm poor at expressing myself. But let's take this slow. WIC means women, infant, children. Now you're 25. You say? As a 25-year-old, when did you get into WIC? And what made you want to get into that field?
In September, it will be a year that I've been with WIC. So literally a year. But if I thought about it hard enough, my senior year in college, I ended up working with Texas Sprouts. It's like an organization with UT Austin, but they're co-partners with WIC. Little did I know I was working with one of the ladies that was actually going to help me get on board with WIC.
Okay.
So just connections that way.
So you like kids?
I love kids. I also love the idea of returning them.
Right? Oh, I know that's right. So how long you been with WIC?
September will be a year.
It'll be a year, and you're enjoying it?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Now, for those who may not know, how does one apply for WIC?
Yes, excellent question. So to apply for WIC, you have 3 options. The first option is just to call the 1-800 number. And in doing so, you can find a WIC office near you. Mm-hmm. And with that, you can also do the application online.
Now, so is WIC? How do you get approved? Like, what are the qualifications?
Yeah, so it'll be a two-part process for the certification. One is just going to be eligibility. Now, we do look at income guidelines based on your income in the household. Secondly, it'll be making sure your proof of residency that you reside in Travis County or Bastrop, I believe. And I think that is it, if I'm not mistaken.
So, I mean, do you have to be poor to be on WIC?
It is for low income communities, I will say that. For example, if you have, for the eligibility, if you meet Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF guidelines, you automatically qualify for WIC. If you do not, you can still possibly qualify. We just need to see the income within the household and see if it meets the guidelines.
So somebody could be making maybe like 50 to 60,000 a year, but if they have Medicaid, then they're automatically approved.
Correct. If they qualify for Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF, they qualify for WIC.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So now I asked you because I am not really all that familiar with WIC. All I know is that WIC, you get coupons and you can go to the farmer's market, and I used to love doing that. But explain what are the various resources within WIC. But before you do that, what is your job in WIC?
As a nutritionist, I just provide nutrition education. I complete the certifications for mom and kiddo, and I can also provide breastfeeding counseling, which I love doing. And pretty much with WIC, as a client, you receive healthy food, you receive one-on-one counseling with a nutritionist, recipes and cooking demonstrations, nutrition classes that we facilitate, and also breastfeeding support.
So and those are the resources.
Various resources, yes, that WIC offers.
So when you say like cooking, so like these are like classes?
Yes, yes, we are now doing Facebook Live classes just with respect to the pandemic.
Right.
These Facebook classes where we make little cooking demonstrations, easy to make snacks for kiddos and for the mealtime. And yeah, that's where the nutrition education comes in, the recipes that they can share with their family and stuff like that.
Now, random question. Just say, so if you were to get pregnant, would you be able to have WIC since you work for WIC?
That's a good question. I think I would have to double check. I think I can.
And don't they have WIC stores?
Lone Star Family Market, there are no WIC stores where you can go grocery shopping to redeem your WIC benefits. You would just have to go to the Lone Star Family Market. There are also multiple vendors, HEB, Walmart, Michoacana, Fiesta.
Do you still give the tickets to the farmers market?
They actually do. So when you were bringing that up, yes, you go to the farmers market. I think it's like every other Saturday. I know for sure the Sunset Valley location, but you go, you take your shopping list, you take your WIC card, you present that to one of the pop-up stands. I'm not sure who is there, but it should have like a WIC sign, and you bring that to the table. They give you in turn the coupons for you to go purchase your fruits and veggies.
Yes, I
And they actually do the double dollars where it's double the amount of what's on your WIC benefits for fruits and veggies.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Double the amount.
So are you a healthy person? Do you like the guidelines that you give people? Do you follow those, like for nutrition?
Yes, except for beans. I am not a bean person. I am trying to open my palate to beans.
What's wrong with beans?
I don't know. It's the texture, I guess.
Really? Do you eat coconut?
I like coconut.
How you like coconut texture, but you don't like bean texture?
Something with beans.
So good. So so what were some of the resources again? Because I want to ask some questions, but what were they again?
Breastfeeding resources, nutrition classes with recipes and cooking demonstrations.
Nutrition classes with recipes.
Yes.
Now, do y'all is it just a set course, or like do you cater to whatever the mom had, like say the mom or the child has diabetes or something, or
Yes. So, for example, if moms are pregnant and they have gestational diabetes or postpartum, they end up with type 2 diabetes, yes, we can provide them handouts and flyers that we can suggest to them. We never want to enforce anything. We just recommend to them the proper daily recommendations for fruits, veggies, protein, whole grains, and dairy. We advise them to limit their use on sugars and saturated fats, things of that nature, unhealthy oils.
what's an unhealthy oil? I can't hear you.
Like bacon grease.
Oh, but okay, I thought you meant like cooking oil or something.
I mean, there are some cooking oils. Like I know canola oil, it can be good. There's another one. I can't think. You stumped me there on oils. I just use like olive oil,
Same.
like extra virgin olive oil.
But when you say y'all are doing it on Facebook Live, are y'all like literally cooking and it's like the food channel?
I mean, it's nothing, extensive by any means. Like the very first Facebook Live we did was a pumpkin smoothie. So that's like three simple ingredients and put it in the blender, 5 minutes, voila. This most recent, we did a zucchini chips. I actually conducted that cooking class today. And so I made zucchini chips, eggs, cornflake cereal, put that mixture together on the zucchini, baked it for 20 minutes tops. There you go. It's just simple snacks.
Now, I'm gonna ask you two questions, and you can answer if you want. You don't have to. One, I'm gonna ask them together, but the first one is, what is the most dang? How am I gonna ask? What is the most like joyful thing you get out your job? That's not how I want to word it, but that's the best way I can say it. And what is the most, man, like hurtful thing? Not hurtful thing, but something that gets you down about about the whole WIC process. I don't want necessarily to say your job, but just things that you've encountered.
Oh, excellent question. I'm going to start with the pros. Just hearing from moms when I do the certifications with them over the phone, hearing their kids in the background, playing, the moms telling me themselves, how they're doing, postpartum and their mental health, how their breastfeeding is going successfully, or if it's going with just some difficulty and they need some sort of resources, I can help them right then and there. Moms telling me, their kid is doing really good as far as their speech therapy or their kiddo is gaining the proper weight. Just hearing, the good things, and mom praising themselves or mom praising their children for the little achievements. It's so heartfelt. And when children graduate from the WIC program at the age of 5, we send them a certificate. So the last certification that we do for the child, we let them know, like, oh, any plans for their 5th birthday, and do they have any goals, or do you have any goals for them after the age of 5, and all that stuff. It's so wonderful. I love kids, so it's good to
At the
hear
age of
moms doing well.
that means it's done. No more.
Yes, once they turn 5 years old, kiddo graduates from the program, and yeah, that's
But
it.
but why is that? Like, what if the mother still needs help?
Of course, the mother will always need help. Unfortunately, with the government funding, that's all we've been able to do is up to the age of 5.
Dang. Well, I mean, at least that's still a long time from birth to 5. That's pretty long.
Is then the amount of food and resources, formula, even anything helps.
So when you like at HEB where it says WIC, that means it's free if you have WIC. Like is WIC like food stamps, or you like how does it equate to money?
Yes, so you have a WIC card, and that is how you redeem all your benefits. Your shopping list, it describes everything in detail of what you can purchase or redeem from WIC, because essentially you are getting it free. So
Right.
it's redeeming your benefits. The only numerical value I think will be on the fruits and veggies. Right now, eligible women and kiddos receive $35 for each participant for fruits and veggies.
A month or day? A month? So if you're going to buy milk, you can only buy what, like one thing of milk a month?
3 quarts of milk for each eligible participant, if I'm not mistaken. So depending on how many kiddos you have, or if you're pregnant yourself, you will be receiving
Okay.
that amount of milk.
What if the mother is okay? So if the mother is pregnant with kids, all the kids have to be under 5.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So what is a part about the job that gets you down?
During the last few questions, we ask every mom for themselves and for their kiddos, on a regular basis, are you ever concerned you won't be able to buy enough food or formula to feed your family? The amount of yeses hurts, because I refer them to food pantries, other resources that can help them get what they need and get it quickly.
Do you get
And it
attached?
just makes you blessed.
Do you get attached?
I get attached to the moms. Like I said, since I've been with as a nutritionist for a year, I've gone to see moms who drop off their WIC cards, continuously. So I remember the names and I remember the kiddos' names, or if they have a close birthday to me, I remember that.
Do a lot of people get denied?
As I'm going to say yes, although I myself have not encountered it yet. If you are over the income guidelines based on the number of people in your household, yes, you can not qualify for WIC.
So what does that mean? Like if you're making what and how many people?
Yeah, good question. So right here I have like one of the things, and like for example, for 2 people in the household weekly, you need to make less than $620. Or like in retrospect, family of four. If you are getting paid weekly, you need to make less than $943.
A what? A month or a week?
Yeah, like if you get paid weekly for that month, you need to make less.
Then $600 to get on WIC?
That's for a family of 2.
Oh, wait. You have to make less than $600. I'm not trying to make. I'm just trying to make it register in my head because I'm not catching on for some reason.
Yeah, of course. So like if your income, like if you get paid weekly, so we do check stubs from the last 30 calendar days. So based off of the 30 calendar days, if you get paid weekly and you are in a family size of 2, you need to make less than $620 for each paycheck. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'm just like, dang. Huh. So, dang. You know what's sad? What's sad is like WIC to me is one of those things that I feel like if you're a pregnant mom, you should just get it. Like you should just automatically be approved. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're making more, if you're making over the amount, I still think that is something that's contributing to the baby and everything. I don't know. I'm a guy though, so what I say don't matter, So just saying. But that's crazy though, because I'm just trying to wrap my head like $600 for 2 kids. Are you saying for 2 kids or 2 people?
Two people in the household.
So that can be a mom and the baby in her stomach, or a mom and a kid plus the baby in her stomach.
Mom and baby. Excuse me, mom and kiddo. Baby could be in her stomach. Once baby is born, it'll be 3 people in that household.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow. I wasn't trying to make a big hoopla about it. I just didn't really understand. But thanks for.
No, but yeah, that's the real income guidelines.
Dang. 600. So I'm not. I mean, so you have to work part-time then to get it then. Because I'm saying like I'm just, what job pays $600? Like you have like that in that like part-time money? Is there a full-time job that pays that?
I'm not sure. I think it's just like minimum requirements. Like they want as many participants with WIC.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. I'm just making a big deal. Now, let's go on to some other facts. And I know nothing about this topic, so I want you to school me all the way. We are going to talk about the facts about nutrition and breastfeeding.
So, what do you want to hear first? Breastfeeding or nutrition?
Um, let's do breastfeeding first.
So, what I know about breastfeeding, breast milk is the best milk. We highly recommend it, at least for the first 6 months of life for baby. That is not only multiple health benefits for baby, but multiple health benefits for you compared to formula. Breast milk, you have antioxidants, you have not antioxidants, antibodies, you have hormones, you have anti-allergens, you have a lot of things. And alongside that, breast milk, it adapts and changes over time. The breast milk itself changes over time to have the benefits for baby as baby grows, compared to formula standard all the way through each can.
You talk like a doctor.
Oh, I messed up and said antioxidants.
Nah. So what about pumping? I know a little bit about breastfeeding. So is pumping the same as if you're like when my daughter was born in 2016, I remember her mother was pumping a lot and she would freeze it. So is that the same nutrients as
Oh yes.
if it's just fresh?
No, you can store it. I would need to get my little handout to see, the storage timeline. But yes, it's still the same thing. Pumping is wonderful. We recommend it as well. It's the same. It's the same.
So now you said something I like. You said breast milk is the best milk.
It
But
is.
there's some people in the chat watching, and Kevin he asked, when is the right age to wean your kid off the nipple? Because if breast milk to me is the best milk, then why why wouldn't you just keep it going?
No, yeah. Excellent question. So there really, it's up to you, uh, the mother. It is up to the mother. It is up to the kiddo as well to decide when they no longer want to be on the breast or to drink breast milk from the bottle. We recommend for at least 6 months. If you can go, if you have the milk supply and would like to continue on, we highly recommend it. We highly praise all those women that do it for the year mark and sometimes even longer than that. But the health benefits are there. The brain development with breast milk studies have shown much higher than just regular formula.
Now, so you said a year. I thought babies be drinking breast milk till they were like 2, 3.
Um, I am not well versed on that. I do know, and it is recommended that once kiddo hits the year mark, it is best to transition to whole milk. And the reason for whole milk is we have extra fat and extra calories that helps baby grow.
Wow. So okay, so you said a year.
At least, yeah. You can at 11 months start to give, transition little by little whole milk to see if they can tolerate or any allergic reactions. Because then you would want to speak to the pediatrician. Because then we might need to go lactose free,
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm a mother, right? Hypothetically, I'm a mother. I'm at the year mark, and my baby is drinking whole milk like a champ. No lactose problems. Everything is good. We're happy. But now I look back and I go into my freezer. I have a gang load of frozen breast milk. As a mother, and what would I do with that? Like, is that donatable? I don't know if that's a word, but is that don't? Can you donate that stuff or?
Yes, I know there is a time limit on once you put the breast milk in the storage freezer, there is a timeline. I'm not
Really?
again well versed on that, but I do know you can donate your breast milk. Many women have donated their breast milk. I believe Mom's Place is a partner that WIC is affiliated with. I believe they have milk storage banks. If they do not, and don't quote me, if they do not, I believe they know a storage facility specifically for breast milk, specifically to help mothers.
And I have another question after this, but how do they know that it's like good breast milk? Like, how do they know that the mom wasn't like jiving around doing stupid things? And you know what I mean?
No, of course, yes. They are, I'm sure scientists, lab people there that test the milk, make sure it's standard quality, up to par for other moms to give to their children.
Now, okay, so now, I know you say that you get the best out of breast milk, but what if I don't know if there's cases. I'm a guy who's just trying to just play both sides, but if I can't produce any breast milk, what is the best route to go? Like whether it be the brand, or what should I do as a mother if my child is like newborn, but I can't give out any milk?
No, of course, excellent question. And that has happened to many moms. And what we recommend is talking with the pediatrician to see, what is the best start formula for baby. And at that point, it's going to be on you and baby and you yourself to monitor baby to see how many poopy diapers they're having a day, how many wet diapers, if there's any constipation, if there's any stomach bloating, anything of that. It's a trial and error, but once you find the right formula where baby is tolerating and happy, feeling full throughout each feeding, then you found the one.
Okay, wow, nice. Yo, I like how quick you're on your toes about this. I like that. Now, I don't. If I have anything more to think about breastfeeding, I'll bring it up. But let's go to nutrition now. Before the show, we were talking, and you told me something about brain food.
Yes, brain food. It's really it's essentially having a well-rounded diet: fruits, vegetables, protein, whole grains, dairy products. No more than, I think, for adults, 8 to 10, excuse me, 8 to 10 ounces of juice a day. Limiting your sugar intake, limiting excess calories. Brain food, yeah, it's going to be the dark leafy green vegetables. It's going to be fruits and veggies. I don't know
Now,
how else to put it.
let's let's kind of take a deep dive, because somebody like myself, and before I get to this, because I'm kind of just looking at the chat too, and the chat's kind of asking questions. Is there any best let me uh best nutrition to beat COVID?
Yes, very important topic to discuss with respect to everything going on. The the little research, I am, again, no doctorate behind my name, no scientist by any means, but from the little research I have done, it's going to be your vitamin D and your zinc. That is going to be wonders for you to help the immune system. And the immune system is mainly in the gastrointestinal tract. Little did most people know. So yeah, it's building the immune system, having good hygiene. As far as like nutrition and foods, dark leafy green vegetables, anything with vitamin D, anything with zinc.
Okay, so Kevin, I hope that answers your question. Now, I was gonna say, me, I am a human who suffers from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I am the type that I try my best not to be prescribed stuff, because I have a very, I give the buck. I have a very addictive personality, so I can, like, I got prescribed Adderall one time. It was gone in like a week. You know what I mean? So if for my diet, what would you recommend to somebody who maybe suffers from depression, or who suffers from some type of fatigue and this less energy type?
Excellent question. I really tailor that to the fruits and vegetables. Again, I can't express enough how important fruit is, how important vegetables are. The low calories that they have, it balances with the high calorie diet that you eat every day alongside the fruits and vegetables. The Having carbohydrates, I know there's many, keto diets, many strange diets out there. Carbohydrates are very important for the body, and it is for the sole purpose of glucose, having glucose in your body Glucose is what actually fuels the brain. Now, lack of glucose, you feel fatigued, you feel tired, you feel groggy, you feel not yourself.
Glucose
Have
being sugar.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a simple form of sugar.
Okay.
So it for someone who also suffers from depression and anxiety, the best advice I can give without taking prescription medication, because I too have not wanted to go that route, is the diet. Well-rounded diet. The amount of fruits and vegetables, the amount of protein that you consume. And protein doesn't have to just be steak. It doesn't have to be just chicken. It doesn't have to be those things, which are good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but beans, lentils, legumes, nuts, peanut butter, those things are very high in protein as well, and can get you the same nutrients that you need, if not more, because they are more nutrient dense.
What type of protein you like though? Like outside of meat, what type of protein you like? Because you said you don't like beans.
I like lentils and I like quinoa.
Okay.
I have branched out. I mean, I say I don't like beans, but that's kind of being dramatic. I will eat some beans, but yeah.
What's the carnivore diet? Have you heard about that?
Not so much well versed, but I feel like it's self-explanatory.
Is that a thing? I mean, am I saying that right? Carnivore diet?
Carnivore, yeah, no, it's mainly meat, mainly a meat-based diet. Really, I don't see someone who is on a carnivore diet eating salads, or consuming bell peppers or zucchini or anything of that nature. But
But
I'm not well versed on carnivore diet.
and I'm not well versed on any diet. So if I'm eating meat all day, like how's that a diet?
I mean, I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, you're building up fat and cholesterol along with eating the meat.
Right. Okay. So in a day of Sarah, what are how are your meals? What do you make for yourself, or what do you eat?
Yeah, so my ideal day is I will wake up and make breakfast, or have a quick breakfast, and that will be like a banana toast with some peanut butter on it, yogurt, strawberry, my preferred. I do drink Inshore, the old people drink, but I
Oh,
do drink
I'm
it.
in short. I used to
Okay, thank you.
just so I didn't have to eat nothing.
It can be a meal supplement. Nutritionists do say that we don't recommend it because that makes people think, oh, I can just skip my lunch and just drink it and I'll be good.
That was me.
You're depriving your body of stuff.
Oh wow. Okay. So you drink it as something in the middle, so it's not supplementing your breakfast.
Try.
Whole breakfast.
Correct. I try not to just have the Ensure in my morning because, yeah, at that point I'm just supplementing my meal that I could be, having a, good meal with, just for an Ensure. So no, I try to incorporate it with other items, with other food groups.
Wow. Okay. So what about lunch?
Lunch, my go-to would probably be a BLT. I'm a sucker for French fries, so there's probably my unhealthy part there. But I love salads, strawberry salads, chicken Caesar salads with the strawberries. Yum.
No.
But just something light.
BLT's a what, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Okay, that sandwich never made sense to me because I feel like bacon is something that you got to put on the meat. Like that's just like having a lettuce sandwich to me.
Simple. I've always enjoyed it.
I need to, maybe I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating. I might need to try it again because it's been probably well over 15 years since I had a BLT. I'm 35, so it's probably been since I was like a kid, that I had a BLT. So I'm probably just talking out of me bum. And so dinner.
Yeah, something wholehearty, something that I can just sit down, have a conversation with someone and just enjoy, having a relaxing time. Because that's, I think, what eating food should be. The cooking preparation, you're enjoying, the process of cooking. Like you are cooking it yourself to eat for you and your family. Now, sitting down at dinner, you enjoy your meal, enjoy what you created, talk about the day, all that stuff. So I like to have a sit down, hearty dinner. It can be like spaghetti with meatballs and garlic bread. It can be sometimes I do steak, sometimes I do salmon, green beans, broccoli. I love broccoli with cheese, asparagus. I really try to make my plate colorful because that is what I counsel for my clients: is make your plate colorful.
Yes, Yes, that's one of my friends told me that back in the day, and so I try to get very like I myself, I love to eat. I love to eat. I'm like an eat connoisseur, but I love vegetables. You know what I mean? And I just like exotic looking things, even if I don't know what it is. If it smells like an onion and all that kind of stuff, I love it. I can eat onion with ketchup by itself. Yeah.
No,
um and snacks. What type of snacks would you prefer to eat throughout the day?
Chex Mix, peanuts, sunflower seeds sometimes, if I'm in the mood. Apples. Sometimes I like to do smoothies. I try to incorporate fruit, grapes, pineapples, the works. Grapes. Yeah, I think I said grapes.
What's a good fruit and or vegetable that is good for energy and brain power?
I would go with blueberries. It
Blue,
just has a lot of antioxidants, a lot of stuff that builds the immune system, and it's really good for brain power.
I'm gonna have to try that because I go throughout my day. I like having energy, but I also get fatigued very quickly, and like I'm gonna die from energy drinks. Like I'll probably drink like 3 or 4 energy drinks a day. You know what I mean? Just because I need that. And I tell myself, like, DJ, you got to because I wake up at about 3:45 in the morning. So that makes me not a breakfast person. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like I'm up, go, and I probably eat maybe around 8 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock I probably have a cigarette, and then I probably eat like at 9 o'clock. And so I'm already screwed up. And so sometimes when I'm hungry, I'll just drink an energy drink. But that's kind of me just preaching to the choir.
Are you staying hydrated though, like throughout the day?
Sometimes, sometimes no. I'm the type of person that if I drink water all day, I'll probably pass out because I need some sweet.
And a lot of people put, strawberry slices, lemon slices, fun little fruits in their water, or even those flavored
I used to put
things.
cucumbers in my water.
There you go. That's another good one. A lot of people do that to flavor their water. If they don't like drinking the water every day, how it just feels so bland, or however, I love it by itself. I don't know, but a lot of people do. They put fruit or just something fun.
Do you believe in are you like a brand water picker or do you just think all water is water?
Not all water's water. There's a lot of water that tastes good and a lot of water that tastes bad.
What's your top? Like number one.
That's the first one that popped into my head was Fiji. There's the Life water. Those are really tall.
I like Fiji. Fiji.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. There is a water that I found at HEB. It's called 40. Literally a 40-ounce thing of water, but it's so cool. That's probably my favorite.
And how does it taste? Tastes good.
Really good, crisp water, quality H2O.
Now, so I'm kind of good on the nutrition because I know we're kind of reaching to the hour mark. So I just kind of want to have a little fun with you. You're a Cowboys fan? How are you a Cowboys fan, but you're from Illinois?
What?
How are you a Cowboys fan, but you're from Illinois?
Oh,
You're not
the
Bears?
Bears.
Yeah. You don't like the Bears?
I mean, I like the Chicago Cubs. That's different.
What about the White Sox? Wait, is Chicago White Sox and they're both baseballs? They're both baseball.
Again?
Is the Cub baseball?
Chicago Cubs. Yeah, that's baseball.
I didn't know Chicago had 2 teams. They got the Chicago White Sox, right?
Sox. I don't know.
Saying
Now I'm
that right?
stumped. Now you're confusing me.
Yo, if somebody's in the chat, is it the Chicago White Sox? Am I tripping?
But
Chicago
like,
Cubs,
it's
Chicago
the
Cubs.
Boston Red Sox, right? Right? And
Right.
then it's something White Sox.
Okay, somebody says Chicago has 3 teams. Okay,
Hell.
Cubs, White Sox. What's the third team? Wow. I don't know. How's your trip to Vegas? You were in Vegas, right?
Was amazing experience. I didn't realize I was going to skip states and go to Arizona, but that's where the Grand Canyon is, so go figure.
How was that? How was seeing the Grand Canyon? Because I've been to Vegas.
Breathtaking. It really it makes you realize, you are such a small, you know, small being on such a grand scale. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Wow. Like it's like huge. And can you walk down there, or you just gotta stay at the top?
We stayed at the top. I don't know if there are tours that allow you to go to the bottom. I didn't research any of that. I just went to the West Rim in Arizona, and that was where the Alupai, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I hope I'm not butchering it, but the tribes people, they were the ones that had the tour.
Did you drive there, or you flew, or like a
Flew
helicopter?
to Las Vegas, and then we took a bus to the Grand Canyon.
What would you like more, Grand Canyon or Vegas?
Probably Vegas because it was a lot more colorful, a lot more vibrant. But the Grand Canyon for the peace and serenity of it all.
Was there a lot of people there though?
Um, I arrived Monday night. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday there were not that many people. I felt comfortable, social distancing. Thursday, Friday, and I left Saturday. We're very busy, very packed. I noticed, so I was definitely having to, be observant.
Do you take social distancing like serious and all that?
I just don't like to be in crowded spaces to begin with. In Las Vegas, I went in 2019 in October, and that was so many people way before the pandemic. So it was just the masses, and I didn't want to get lost with my group. So I'm just like, no, too many people.
Yeah, me and my friends from high school, we all hung out this weekend, and we haven't all been like we've seen each other, but we haven't all been together like all together since like 17 years. And we went downtown Austin, and I quickly came to the conclusion like, man, we are probably gonna catch COVID out here. Like it was so packed, man, and nobody wears masks anymore, and it's I don't know. Anywho, um, since we are at this mark, I know you said you don't really know how to handle this part, but last words. It could be you just saying whatever, giving advice, or it don't have to be nothing.
I'm just trying to think like off the top of my head. Two words. Be nice.
Yo, before you go, now if there's ever any nutritional topic that comes on this show or that needs to be dealt with, I'm gonna need you to be my nutritional person. Are you fine with that? Like seriously, because I knew that you knew your stuff, but I didn't know that you knew your stuff like this. I'm very impressed. Like I'm very impressed, man. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I wish all the mothers and the kiddos, as you call them, nothing but the best. You know what I mean? If you got anything going on, any charities, whatever, like holla at me. I mean, I don't have a super big audience, but I'll promote it, man. I'm always just trying to see people do good, man. And I really appreciate you being on here. You know what I mean? I jumped out on a limb hitting you up, and you were excited to come on. So I really thank you that, you came on, man. I just want to see everybody win, no matter what it is, entertainment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just rambling now,
But
but
Austin, the community. It's a wonderful community.
and I thank you for your time. I thank you for your knowledge. Can we see your degree? You're sitting next to it. Come on, let's flex. We got to. You had the Bill Gates joint. You know what I mean? Like now, what is that for?
This is for the Bachelor of Science and Arts degree. So this is my nutrition degree right here.
So are you a scientist?
Not at all. I'm a nutritionist.
But you got a degree in science too.
Oh, Bachelor of Science.
But 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 what type of science though? I'm sorry, but what type of science?
Natural science. I was in the College of Natural Sciences. So nutrition falls within the lines of natural sciences.
But natural science means natural. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't go to college, so sorry if this is like stupid questions. But natural science means natural, like so, like the earth and water are natural?
Pretty much, it's inorganic, organic chemistry, biology, genetics, biochemistry.
I got you. I got you. All right, cool. So I guess this is it, man. This was great. I'm
That's great.
I'm sorry I didn't know about the natural science. I feel like an idiot now.
Fine.
But like I said, thank you for being on here, man. I wish you nothing but the best. I will keep in contact with you. And what's the Wick website for anybody who needs to sign up?
Yes, of course. So for applying to WIC or to get any WIC information, please don't hesitate to go to the website. It is www.texaswic.org.
Hold up. You said texaswic.org.
Correct. Org.
So right there.
Correct.
All right. Y'all heard it. Go there. And yeah, any other last words? I'm sorry. Any other last words?
Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate this, and you have a healthy and wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Good talking to you. See you soon. Man, that was a great show. Shout out Sara. Let's give the applause. You know what I'm saying? And a couple gunshots. She did her thing. Thank y'all for watching. Catch me next week. I'll probably be back on here Monday. If not, I'll be back on here Thursday. Be healthy. Be healthy. Peace.